Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in to watch. Today is going to be a long overdue, just lost my train of thought. Gotta love when that happens. Today is going to be a long overdue tutorial on a smoky eye. I have wanted to film this video for y'all for so long, so many months, and it's finally here. I felt like today was the perfect day. I was in this smoky, glittery kind of mood. I've done smoky eyes several ways before in the past. I've done them matte and I've done them shimmery, and today I was just really feeling a shimmery gold vibe. So kind of like the star of the show is the Makeup Geek Pigment in Utopia. Also, this is the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner in the color Midnight Cowboy. So these two kind of made this smoky eye what it is. I of course did a black smoky eye underneath everything, and then just kind of piled on the glitter on top of that. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Give it a thumbs up and press that little red subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Alrighty, so we're starting off the look with a little dance, of course. You can never go wrong with a little bit of dance just to get you in the mood for makeup. I'm first starting off priming my eyes with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm blending that out with a Real Techniques beauty sponge. I dampen the sponge beforehand so that it's nice and soft and plump, and that just helps make sure that the concealer is airbrushed and it blends out beautifully. I use the Maybelline Fit Me Set and Smooth Powder to just kind of set my priming or my concealing on the eyes, if you will. And I'm going in with the Makeup Geek Eyeshadows Peach Smoothie and Beaches and Cream with a Morphe E22 brush, and I'm just blending that in. That's basically the base of this whole look. It's just a nice warm toned light brown. And then I like mixing these Makeup Geek shades together, Frappe, Crème Brulee, and Purely Naked, on a Morphe M433 brush. Basically those three combined just give me my ideal shade for what was that? Shade. Sounds like I'm going through puberty. It gives me the ideal shade. It's just like a really pretty, warm, like sort of neutrally brown shade. It just helps to deepen up the crease area and the outer V. And I just like to build color on top of color to add dimension to the look. I started off with the really, really light shades just kind of as a base. And then I used these three sort of warm brown tone shades as kind of like my base transition shades. As you can see, I'm pulling it out in that outer corner, in that outer V. I'm pulling it out because I'm trying to elongate the eyes, and it makes it more of like a cat eye effect when you do that and you elongate the outer corners. Kind of like when you draw a wing, you're elongating your eyes and making them look more seductive, I guess. I'm using the Cozette 185 brush. I am obsessed with this brush so much. I love it for just getting right into the crease area. And I basically just use those same Makeup Geek shadows, those three colors that we used on the Cozette brush, and just deepened up the crease even more. And now I'm just using a regular Morphe flat definer brush, and I'm taking the Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner. It's of course in the color black. What you want to start off doing is, this is the base for everything, and it is a gel liner, so it is going to be a little, it's going to be a little wet, and you got to work with it. So I first like to lay it down with this flat definer brush. Lay it down all over the lid, kind of avoiding the crease if you can. And then we're going to go ahead and blend that out in just a second. Just trying to get it nice and even. And now we're blending that out with just that Morphe E22 brush again. It is a tedious process to blend out a smoky eye. I'm letting you all know right now, it is not a 5-minute makeup look by any means. So if you are in a hurry, I would definitely not recommend this. It is just very tedious. Lots and lots and lots of blending. as you can see. I chopped out a lot of the blending, a lot of the time it took me to blend things out because I don't want to bore you, but I did try and add in quite a bit of my blending experience, and it's just a process. So don't get discouraged, blend it out. Basically, I'm just blending straight, no shadow on my brush, just I'm blending in that gel liner. And again, I'm trying to elongate my outer corners just to make it look nice and long and sharp. I love that cat eye effect that it gives. And don't worry if it's a little messy right off the bat. We are definitely going to go in and clean it up in a little bit. But anytime you go in with any sort of cream or gel or liquid, you probably want to set it so it doesn't move throughout the day or crease. So I'm setting my gel liner with just a regular black matte eyeshadow. From Makeup Geek, it's called Corrupt. And then I'm going to start off with that shimmer. Woohoo! I love shimmer. I first doused my brush, my Crown C433, in the MAC Fix Plus, and I started adding the Makeup Geek Pigment in Utopia. As you can see, it is a very, very beautiful foiled gold shimmer, and it's my favorite. And then over top I go in with that Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner. It is a mouthful in the color Midnight Cowboy. Oh my gosh, I love these glitter liners. First of all, you can not only use them for liner, but you can use them for pretty much anything you want, and they are so pigmented, glide on so easy, and this Midnight Cowboy color is just insanely perfection. It is so gorgeous. Now I curl my lashes, and I'm using the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. Just coating my lashes before I go in with falsies. And the falsies that I used, which I did not get on camera, I'm sorry, I was totally out of frame, were I don't remember, but I will link them below. They're the Makeup Slayla, but I can't remember the brand, so I will link it down below for you guys. Sorry about that. Makeup Forever Step 1 Nourishing Primer as my base, and Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation Stick is the foundation of choice today and pretty much every day because I absolutely adore this foundation. It is freaking life. So amazing. And again, I'm blending that out with a Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. The same sponge I used for priming my eyes. It is a wet sponge, so like I said, you just want to drain it, just kind of rinse it under water, under the faucet, and then really wring out all the water you can, and it's going to really grow to 3 times its size, get nice and puffy and soft, and it just blends out foundation and concealer like a dream. I did add a little bit of Fix Plus, by the way, to my face just to make sure I was nice and hydrated. And I basically just used that Tempera shade in the ABH Modern Renaissance palette to highlight the brow bone. Going in with my Tarte Shape Tape once again to highlight my under eyes in a triangular motion. As always, you guys have seen me do this quite often, and I absolutely love this technique for brightening the under eyes. As you all know also already, this concealer is freaking bomb. Oh my gosh. And I'm so sad too because I've been trying to buy it, trying to get more of it for a while now, and it's just been sold out everywhere. So that's kind of disappointing. Just FYI, if you're wanting to try that concealer, it's definitely not in stock anywhere. So I'm signed up on the Tarte website to get an email for when it comes back in stock though. So definitely recommend that. Blending that out, making sure that nice sharp line is going to cut a bit on my outer corner, and I'm not using liner for this look as you can see, so I really wanted to make sure the concealer helped to sharpen up that winged shadow on the outer corner like really, really sharply. So that's why I love concealer too, because you can clean up pretty much anything with it. Just lots of pouncing motions, try not to drag it. And then I'm going to set that concealer with the Maybelline Fit Me. Under the eyes I use the Set Smooth because it's a little bit more hydrating if you have dry skin, and I tend to have dry under eyes. And then I set the face with my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder and a Real Techniques large powder brush. Now onto the under eyes. I'm just using a flat definer brush to kind of define the lower lash line with that same Makeup Geek Corrupt shade. And I don't like bringing it all the way in, but I do bring it in like halfway, a little bit longer than halfway, and then I blend that out with the same warm tone shades that we used on the top lid. So I'm just smoking out that lower lash line until I get the intensity that I want. I just wanted something a little bit more subdued on the lower lash line because we went so crazy on the top lid. So just blending that out. And then I'm going to highlight my inner corners using the ABH Modern Renaissance palette once again. I'm using the color Primavera, which is a really pretty shimmery gold color. And the brush I'm using for this is a Morphe E18. I find it is the perfect size to fit right in the inner corner. And it's such a soft dome-shaped brush. It just gives you the perfect amount of highlight right there. Using that same Maybelline mascara that we used for the top, and then I am kind of using the mascara once again on the top lashes just to kind of combine the falsies with my actual lashes. And now it's time for contour. I'm using the NARS Laguna bronzer with the Crown C405 contour brush. I have been loving this contour brush all month long. I like it so much because it is a goat hair brush, so it picks up just the perfect amount of product. And then I usually blend it in with a Morphe bronzer brush, using the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer to really warm up the entire face. If y'all have not gone and smelt this bronzer, oh my gosh. It smells like chocolate, and it is one of my favorite bronzers of all time. I love it so much. I love the color that it gives. I just love it. I am going to bring the bronzer down my neck. You don't necessarily have to do this, but I just like, if my face is super bronzed, I don't like my neck being super pale, so I always bring it down my neck. I'm using the Makeup Geek blushes, 2 of them combined. Head Over Heels and Love Affair are both the colors that I used. Really pretty pink and kind of peachy toned colors. And I used just a regular Morphe blush brush for that. Now I'm cleaning up the contour with that same Set Smooth powder that I used from Maybelline for my whole face. I'm now just using it to clean up the contour and also brighten underneath the contour line, just to make sure it's nice and sharp. I'm not going to leave it this sharp. We are going to blend it out, but I'm going to leave it like that to bake for a little bit. I'm using the ColourPop highlighter in Flexitarian to highlight all my normal areas with my Morphe M501 brush. I just like hitting the forehead, the cheeks, the cupid's bow, the tip of the nose, the bridge of the nose, the chin. You know, it's the same thing every time because I just love to highlight my whole face. If I could just douse my face in highlight, I would, because I love to highlight. Now I'm using the ABH Brow Definer in the color Blonde just to shape my brows a little bit. I love the brow definer so much, as I've said in so many videos, because it's such a quick process. If y'all want to see like an in-depth how-to on my brows as well as my lashes, since I didn't really show that, I will link both of those videos down in the description box if you're interested. As you can see, I dusted off the powder underneath the contour, and now I'm going in with Ofra Longwear liquid lipstick in Pasadena, and I'm covering that with the Jouer lip topper in Skinny Dip, which is so pretty. It's such a pretty like golden shimmery color that you put up top on top of your lips, and it just gives you such a nice sheen and gloss, and it's perfection. Anyways, that is the finished makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, I will see you guys soon.